All right, y'all. I got through being a Nana and a pre-kindergarten teacher and a kindergarten teacher. But this year, the way things turn for our children really made me concerned about my grandchildren and their education. You know, it's because parents was not ready for this. They were not ready to be homeschooling our children, and it made a lot of parents realize um, some situations with their children. For me, for one, as a nana, it made me realize that my 6-year-old grandson, he needs a lot of assistance. I didn't worry about the pre-kindergarten too much because he's always vocal and he's kind of expresses himself better than my 6-year-old. Okay, so but the 6-year-old really made me really sit down and realize he needs assistance. He needs us to get in there with him and get him focused and get him target on hearing, writing, really just paying attention, because some kids learn differently. Then it really made my oldest son's wife, my daughter, look at her children, and you know, it was kind of hard for the kids. It's hard for them to be at home and then you got to get up the next morning and do school. It's because the situation is so different. Their sleeping is different. Everything is different, and so it made it harder. It really made it harder on the teaching staff. My kindergarten, my grandson, the kindergarten teacher, she had to teach her kids at home and deal with the kids online. So it made it, she was doing 2 jobs in one. Oh my God. And I watched her, and my hat is off to Miss Hurt for her steadiness. Now, she's a little tough cookie, you know, because sometimes I felt like she was pushing the first graders too much. Like, wait a minute, slow down. They just kindergartners. They're not even first graders, you know. Well, see how I said first grade? Because I thought it was like bam, bam, bam. She was like bam, bam. I was like, oh, God. And so at one point, my grandson told me, say, I can't keep up. I'm like, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. You're just in kindergarten. Okay, okay, okay. And so it made me really get in there with him. And so I'm realizing that I got to spend more time with him. So I'm talking to his mother about his teacher parent conference, you know. So she's telling me about, you know, what's going on. And I'm saying, okay, well, all right, this is what I'm going to do as a nana. I hope I'm not biting off too much. Did I get you? It's because I'm saying, okay, go to the school and spend some time with him at least 3 days a week. But then I got to understand my husband is working. How am I going to get to the school? How am I going to get back from the school? So I got to have all of that into play because I don't drive. Yeah, I'm a nana, don't drive. That's right. And so I'm like, okay, Cheryl, how are you going to do this? What? But I realize what I have to do is sit down with my grandson and spend more time with him. And you know what? We can say he'll be all right, but we as parents and grandparents got to make sure he's all right. My thing is, I hope you make sure your children are okay. Make sure they're okay. Make sure they are okay. Make sure that they're getting it. And this was real hard. Oh, my heart went out to those that could not really have graduation, like graduation. You know, like, yeah, graduation with all the family. And a lot of them did. They did the best they could. People drove through the neighborhood, gave them their gift. Shout outs and everything. All that was good, but it wasn't like graduation. Not like we knew graduation. Although I didn't like my graduation. I just did it just to get through. I think I was barely coming out of high school, but I just did it to get through. But, you know, some kids really look forward to that. And so all of this is new. Now, I don't know what they plan on doing next year for the school term. I don't know if they're trying to get back into the norm, you know. But as I look at my grandchildren, all of them, all of them, all seven of them, that's all. I looked at them and I'm like, okay, God. And so I was calling my oldest son's wife, asking about my four over there. Then I always called my one that's my middle son, daughter. I always called high school going, what are you doing? So just keep it up. Education is so important. It's so important. We don't want our kids left behind. We really don't. And so it lets us know as parents how we needed to get more involved in their education. And so it made me, as a grandparent, get more involved in my grandsons, just because that piece of them going to school was missing. And I looked at my grandson and I said, I'm going to have to get more involved. And we could say, well, leave it to the parents. That's their issue. That's their problem. But it's not. It's ours. It takes a village. It takes a village. Now, some people don't want the village, but you need the village. I don't care what you say. You need the village. You may not want the village, but you need the village. You understand? When my boys was coming up, it was just me and my husband up here. It wasn't village. It wasn't family. And so me and him had to do it. You understand? But it really takes a village. It really do. And so I realized that although I may not wanted to do it, but I needed to do it. You understand? To make sure that my grandsons was good. And I still kind of know I'm going to have to stick my hand in there, even when him going to first grade. I'm going to have to stick my hand in there. I'm going to have to be something. We got to. It's because we could just say, don't worry about it, he'll be all right. And then he don't be all right. But that won't be his fault. You know whose fault that would be? That would be ours. It's because we didn't take the time or the effort to get in there to make sure he's all right. You got to take the time and the effort to make sure your children's all right. See, we were so used to the teachers doing that, sending them to school, and then they coming back, and no. So now I know what I got to do with my pre-kindergartner, and I got to do with the kindergartner. Now they're going to kindergarten and first grade. So I know I'm going to be very instrumental in their moves as far as education. I got to. I mean, come on. I could say, let somebody else do it. And then what if nobody else do it? And I see the need, and I see the need as a nana. I would be wrong. I would be wrong to not do it. So, a nana's love, a nana got to do what a nana knows she need to do. Not what she need to do. So y'all pray for me. Look like I'm going to be a kindergartner and a first grader teacher. It is what it is.